Hey guys, Zillard here, back with another review, and today we're looking at Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Cyberverse Commander Class Hardshell. That's a mouthful. But yeah, this guy is fairly new, and he's also limited. I did some research and found out he's short-packed. Kinda sucks. Especially since I want to get, like, maybe 2 more of him. I also want 2 more Viacons, but you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. But speaking of Viacons, I'm going to do a size comparison right here. Here's a Viacon compared to him, and they are roughly in scale. Hardshell is quite a bit longer than the Viacon, and maybe even a smidge wider, but that's how that goes. And if you notice, custom blaster, just shave the blade off. Nobody cares about those stupid hunks of crap, but yeah, let's take a closer look at him now. I love the face, and yeah, he's got something in there. And speaking of the face, he's got an opening jaw, and he can apparently vomit paper into my hand. Let's see who this is, what this is, who, what, when, where, why, how, nobody cares. Except that the fact that it's the shadowed of the day. This one goes to Richform04. He does Transformer videos and some other things, so a link to his channel will be in the description below. Check him out, give him a sub, and tell him I sent you. So, back to Hardshell. As you also notice, he's an Insecticon. Duh. The bug mode's pretty solid, except for the fact that I don't like these legs in the back here. I kind of wish they were static like these, because I don't like adjusting. If I have to adjust one leg, I'm not going to be satisfied, because I don't like doing that. But then again, these ones not moving have their downfalls too, because you can't hide them in robot mode, but they're pretty well condensed together. That's a word, but like I said, he does have an opening jaw. There's a lot of good detail in that face. Got some red eyes there. Kind of looks like he's Goblin Shark looking head. Those are the sharks with the big blades on their heads. And if you tick them off, it will slice you. And he also comes with this blaster. And it connects to a port on his basically insect butt via this little peg here. It's a push missile, so you push it and it fires halfway decent and gets lost behind the set. Smooth. But I have a friend who calls this a wizard staff. Yeah, I can see that. It's like a wizard club staff thingy-mahooza. Thingy-majigger, thingy-mahooza. You say potato, I say potato, tomato, nobody cares anymore. But that's the gun. I can also see this as an axe. You know, like that. I also thought they might have been trying to make a sword, because this guy had some type of a blade thing. But my only other gripe in bug mode is that these don't really stay together, but mine stay together fairly well. So that is not too much to complain. And visible hand syndrome. So basically it's just in these back legs. This thing will flop down time to time. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to go. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be up like this. But yeah. I like the wings though. The wings are pretty cool. So let's get this guy transformed into robot mode. Now, it's kind of a pain, but we can do this. First thing we're going to do is actually turn this all the way around like that. And then we're going to come back to the legs and separate them. We're going to move these out to here and make sure the wings are out of the way so you can see this. And we're going to pop those off. Bring them down. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this. Oh, okay. And then you bend this one. Oh, I thought I was bending him wrong. No, that's the joint. I was fiddling with the ball joint up here. I would have been like, am I breaking this thing? I do recommend that you be a little lenient, because the pegs on his lower legs right here might snap off. I'm not 100% sure, but they feel a little insecure to me, and his feet are also a little bit of a concern of mine, because they have those sharp tips and they're a little bit brittle. But I usually don't have those problems. I just jinx myself. Watch me break him like Leadfoot. The power core combiner's Leadfoot. And then you just flip his hands in. These don't tab in, really. They just sit in there, but they don't flop down or anything. Not like Hunger's little claw bits that fold up onto his arms. And in case anyone is wondering, no, I do not have that figure yet. I want it, though, because it's torso for the Cyberverse Abominus, and then you can just flip up his torso. And his head is on this oddball joint. It hinges up and down. You can have him look all the way up like, whoa! Or like he's, squirrel! I see a squirrel! Or he's watching Starscream run away like the little coward he is. But there's his main torso. Then this back junk, you basically separate this bit here, and you fold it up. What do I got in the way here? Alrighty, I'm gonna fix him up here, behind camera. Already at 7 minutes. It's insane. Okay, I'm just gonna flip this down. Alrighty, so you get the shoulder pads in place, and then you flip this whole assembly down. I personally flip these wings back, so they're up against his insect head. And then I flip the legs down, so I had to change something. And that's about it. And then you're ready to stand him up and have him displayed in his robot mode. I think I have that foot a little bent too far like that. What do I have in this transfer? Something's up, because he's not standing straight. He should be. I don't like the loose feet joints. That could be a thing on mine. Of course, I get the one with loose feet joints. I'm like OCD about having my guys stand up nice and straight and stuff like that. And if this guy doesn't want to do that, well, then I'm going to chuck him against the wall. No, I'm just kidding. It's just... the range of movement in his thighs is really, well, crap. But it's a Hardshell nonetheless, and I really wanted him. I only saw one of these at Target yesterday, so I decided to get him. But there he is. And he doesn't really want to stand up for the camera today, so we're just going to have him in a semi-seated position. As you can see, it's probably because of all the kibble on his back. Why does he keep leaning over that way? I'm gonna get him adjusted. I don't care how long it takes. Do these really need to be bent more? Ah, that's why. That wasn't bent all the way. There we go. I knew it had to be something to do with that. But there's Hardshell in his robot mode, so it was basically me being an idiot and not transforming his stupid leg over here all the way, so my bad. But there he is, and we'll do a size comparison with Viacon. Here he is, next to a Viacon. That's an alright scale, I'll do that. I can roll with that. And here he is next to his arch nemesis, Bulkhead, who is a little bit taller. About a head. By a head. Whatever. And here he is with his master, Megatron, who also needs to stand for the camera. There we go. And I like the fact that Megatron is taller. I think that's cool. But if you really want to go crazy, you can have this guy displayed with a couple Viacons. You can be like the big dude in the back and be like, hey, we'll jack you up. But that's how big he is. Now, he does have a little Decepticon symbol there, which I don't think he needed a Decepticon symbol. I don't think they had him in the show, so I didn't see one unless they had it like tattooed on their bug eyes or something. But articulation, he's got some ball joints in the shoulders, the elbows. He's got the like lifting weights deal where he's, or maniacal laugh pose where you can go ha, or he can lift some weights. He's also got some ball joints in the thighs, and he's got 2 hinges in the legs, and he's got ball jointed feet. So a well articulated figure, but sometimes that can be their downfall. But he can also wield his weapon with his hand, or you can mount it on the arm, which is what I choose to do. Where's the peg? There it is. So you can connect it with this peg hole here. And go music. You can connect it to the peg hole here. And, well, if it wants to go into the peg hole, that is. There we go. That wasn't too hard now, was it? But there is a downside to this figure. The front looks great. I'll give it that much. The front looks great, aside from the little bits of kibble there and stupid loose feet. The back, however, looks disturbing. Flat out disturbing. And jeez, I swear these things are supposed to be further up. That's probably why it looks so god awful. I think now I have it adjusted the way I had it earlier, so maybe he will stand now. Yeah. He's really a back-heavy figure, so I'm probably going to have him standing up against something. So I could have him looking forward. Like that, but for the sake of this video, I have his legs back. Like that. But overall, an impressive figure. I'll just lean him up against this. Overall, an impressive figure. I really like him, and I would recommend him. And I would also recommend getting a couple more of this guy. And that's probably what I'm going to do. So, hope you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to comment, like, share, favorite, and subscribe if you want. And don't forget to check out Richform04. Link will be in the description below. And you can also chat with me on other sites such as Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, see you guys later. Peace!